Simulator. Today, taking service in the Thameslink Class 700, so driving the Drawyah City Express train today, and taking on service from here in Brighton to Bedford. So it's a 2-hour and 20-minute service today, departing at 17:55 and arriving at around 21:23. So got a good, let's say, 2 hours and 20 minutes in this train today, and actually quite a good service. So we've been provided some audio files from Matt Streeton of Thameslink. You might have seen some TikTok videos of his. And, well, should be a good one today. So let's get train prepared and get ourselves ready to depart. But before that, well, take it away, Matt.
Platform 5 for the 17:55 Thameslink service to Bedford via Gatwick Airport. Calling at Preston Park, Hassocks, Burgess Hill, Wivelsfield, Haywards Heath, Three Bridges, Gatwick Airport, East Croydon, London Bridge, London Blackfriars, City Thameslink, Farringdon, London St Pancras International, West Hampstead Thameslink, St Albans City, Harpenden, Luton Airport Parkway, Luton, Leagrave, Harlington, Flitwick and Bedford. First class accommodation is at the front of the train.
Thank you very much. So we've got a couple of announcements throughout the service. We've got that one. We've also got some announcements when we arrive at St Pancras International, and then after that, we've also got the departure information as well. So any delay, it's now 17:55 now, so we'll start increasing the throttle, and let's get ourselves going, shall we? Next station is Preston Park. Speeding at 25 miles per hour, so it's nice and slow departure out of here. This is Dovetail Games Train Sim World 2020, so this is not Sim World, this is the predecessor to that. The train itself, the Class 700, is from Alan Thompson, so you can download that as a freeware. It is built for AI service, but it's possible to drive it as a first-person view as well. And while it's a little bit inaccurate, so you're using a Class 450 cab rather than a Class 700, it's still a Thameslink train. It's still the full 12 class set, so regardless, it should be a good service today. Also make sure that our lights are properly as well. So this one's going to be set to headlights. And make sure that the rear cab sets to oops. Set to tail lights. Probably should have done that before we departed, but hey. Okay, fair enough. Can't control it from here. Fair enough. Back to the front cab. Back to the minimal menu. Let's increase the speed up now to 40 miles per hour, and let's get going. So we'll see a couple of services passing to our right hand side. Trains going southbound throughout the service today. We have a mix of Thameslink trains and Southern as well. Preston Park, now about half mile away from us, 200 metres away from us, so we'll start train down now. There it comes. So enter a station around 30 miles per hour. It's good to be 20 platforms with. And given that we are driving a full 12 car set today, it's going to be a relatively long platform for us to slow down with. Thameslink trains are the longest in the country. Don't exactly remember how long they are, but they are certainly the longest trains that run in this country. And already got a great start, haven't we? So, like I say, the train itself, more built for AI runs, so we do lose stuff like door animations, but ultimately, it's a Drawyah City, it's Class 700, and past the 700 family of trains that now run in the UK. It's got the 707, so you have 700s, which runs on Thameslink, the 707, which runs on, it was South Eastern, but they've been transferred for something else now. You've then got 717s, which run on Northern, sorry, Great Northern, and then There's one other Class 700 as well that's being introduced into the network as we speak. Doors closed. Let's get going. Next station is Hassocks. So as we depart, we get another audio file to play as well.
Welcome aboard this
There we
service
go.
to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
What kind of train is a Class 700? A Class 700 EMU. Riding with 12 carriages today. And is the longest rolling stock here in the UK. So it's slowly getting to our line speed now of 75 miles per hour. In a couple of minutes we'll get ready to we'll start slowing down again for the next station. So we're stopping every station between here and Gatwick. Then we skip out a few stations as we go through the central London core. And then once we leave St Albans City, where the local services then terminate, we'll then start doing all the stations again up to Bedford, which aren't too many when you're north of St Albans. That's now up to 90 miles per hour. And therefore the top speed of this run, as it's still saying Microsoft Flight Sim. We'll change that later. Cheers for that. So 4 miles to Hassocks, in a couple of moments start going down to the brakes. How long service? 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Welcome there, Casper. How are you doing? Yeah, I do like a bit of train driving from time to time. It's a nice way to, I know, I enjoy doing flight sims, but eventually it's one of those things that the more you drive, the more you fly planes, the more you kind of do it, you just need like a moment to kind of relax a little bit, a moment to rest. So driving trains, driving transport, but it's a more relaxed way of driving trains. Does the 700 have speed set? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I don't know they are introducing automatic. Most are going to have an ATS system going through the core once they finish off the signalling upgrades. But at this stage in time, I don't think so yet. Certainly not this model, though. Certainly not this model. I lost a bit of speed there, so increase back up to 90 again. Hassocks slowly coming to view now, 1.5 miles away. So let's put a bit of braking in and start slowing down for our next station. How fast the train goes? So the line speed on this service is 90 miles per hour. It goes to about, I think it's 120 top speed. I think it goes actually faster than that. But 90 is the running speed of this line. We'll arrive at Hassocks in about a minute or so. Yes, onboard TMS. Ah, there you are, Streeton. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to chat. How you doing, good sir? Yes, onboard limits to 100 miles per hour. If you don't know Streeton, he's the well, he's the head of passenger information at Thameslink, and also the guy behind the TikTok videos. If you have seen some of those, which I know that well, pretty much all of you have at this point. Right, start slowing down again. Next station just coming to view now. So, end station around 30, and slowly crawl it towards the end of the platform. Should have green signal throughout the entire journey. We may get a few yellow aspects towards the central London court, but at the moment in time, it's relatively clear between here and London. Right. Train stops. Doors open. Welcome to Infinite Pro, how you doing? What's the horn sound like? There is no horn. There you go. Yeah, it's not really a model that you meant to... Oh, there you go. You can have a horn. So, I think that's one else facts that this train is not supposed to have the advanced controls, so it has the simple controls instead, and therefore it does limit the what you can do within the controls. But hey, as long as you can use the simple menu, you should be alright. In my case, Xbox controller today. Next station, Burgess Hill.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
What screen recorder I'm using? I'm using OBS right now, so if I'm doing a live stream, I'll use OBS. If I'm doing a video, I'll then use Bandicam instead. Looks like a Roblox train. It's Class 700. This is a real train that operates in and out of, well, goes from Brighton to Bedford. You have a branch that runs over to Petersborough, and then I'm sure there's one more branch as well that Thameslink runs as well. You used to have trains running to Moorgate as well. That was with the former rolling stock, and that got cut off from the main line back in 2009, back when they were upgrading the Thameslink line. So the 700 introduced in 2012, and have been running then since then. Burgess Hill, slowly coming into view now, about a mile away, so we'll start slowing down, start getting ready for our next station. You look different than last time. Do I look that different, really? I mean, I know I'm using the face cam basically whenever I'm not using Microsoft Flight Simulator, because that one's a killer when it comes to frame rate for some reason. But I don't know, I think it's the lighting. This time I've got the lighting set up properly, and so I look a bit more normal today. I don't know, it's just the way you get lighting set up is painful. We've got Burgess Hill, Wivelsfield, Haywards Heath, Three Bridges, Gatwick Airport, Croydon, and then we enter the London core. We've got another service just slowly pulling in now. And so in terms of AI service, we've got a mix of both Thameslink trains and Southern trains. We also have a few London Underground trains as well once you arrive at central London. Try getting a few East Midlands Voyagers in, but also we couldn't find them for some reason, so I have to make do without the Voyagers today. I know, shameful. Yeah, we should be alright. Should be alright. Is that a beard you see? Yes, I'll probably shave it off by the weekend, but I don't know, it stays for now. Right. Welcome to... Oops. Where are we going? There you go. Welcome to Burgess Hill. So that train's now departed. That one's leaving away. So looks like it's an 8-car service. We're on the full 12-car, so rear doors are not open at the station because the platform's not long enough. And hopefully, well, we'll see as well, because the actual route itself, so this is a combination of 3 routes in Train Simulator using the freeware Thameslink and South London add-on from the Steam Workshop. So it combines all the routes to form the Thameslink. That is the South London line, the London to Brighton and Midlands main line. So it combines all of those and just gives you the full run in this.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
No Microsoft Flight Sim today. Microsoft Flight Sim we're doing again on Saturday. So stations for Saturday. Next station, Wivelsfield. Not too far away, just under a mile, so we're going to go to full speed. We'll probably leave it around 50 before we stick it on neutral. Well, not neutral, but master control, we stick it on 0. It looks decent. Do you really think this is decent? It looks horrible. Master Reese, if you're still here, get your 100 controls on one of these. I'd appreciate it. Like a few jumps and try and go to the points there. Not sure the points should be that jumpy, but well, from experience, when the points jump, bad things happen. Very bad things happen. Right, welcome to Wivelsfield. Not doing too bad, Harry. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chats. So, after Wivelsfield, we then travel to Haywards Heath, about 3 miles away. 3 bridges, which is... ooh, miles away apparently. There you go, 11 miles over that way. Gatwick Airport in 14, Croydon in 30, London Bridge 40, Thameslink 42, Farringdon 42. It's all far away, but hey. Haywards Heath, next station. Doors are closing. There's a 370 coming by now. So that'd be a 370 service Southern heading to Brighton, won't it?
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
So, I'm sure there's a key can do it on the Xbox controller, but gotta try and find that. Nice wipers. Ah, there it is. Okay, perfect. Nope, I've got the name on Twitch. I'll change that in a moment once I get a chance to. Yes, next station, Haywards Heath. In 2.5 miles. First game was Microsoft Flight Sim X. My first game, well, it was an online browser game called Power Soccer. Played that for a fair few years, but I guess the first game, well, Power Soccer I remember fondly, but Armored Assault, whoops, AWS. Armored Assault was probably the first game I remember really fondly, and played it for years. Missed Armour 2, went straight to Armour 3. Yes, I've always been a fan of the Armour series games. Really good memories of those ones. No Microsoft Flight Sim tonight. Not tonight. Yes, VNAV is still broken in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we've got a yellow aspect signal coming up, also telling us that we've got a set of points to go through, so we're making a left-hand turn. We'll start turning train down now, since we'll be, well, about 30 miles per... What's the speed of... 40 miles per hour for the speed limit into points Haywards Heath, so you can actually check by the map at the bottom, so up to 40. I do play from your trucks from time to time. It is one thing I do enjoy. So, entering platform 4, Haywards. So, 9 Tango 50. 1755 service from Brighton to Bedford. Now I have set this up using the editor, so we are using all the correct platforms, all the correct tracks, all the correct routing to get to our destination. I do like Train Simulator Editor. Well, the scenario editor. I can't understand the route editor, but the actual train bits, creating your own services, that bit I quite like. Very, very easy to understand. What's this? Classic selection, Great British Trains. Yes, you know, it's a Matt Pelson simulator this. I don't remember. This is original Cuju, isn't it? London to Brighton. This is going way back into the early days of Train Simulator, before Matt Pelson even. Yeah, massive respects to the guys at Dovetail. I do like their work. So, next station, Three Bridges. I don't really have any accessories for train sims. I do know of the Rail Driver, but not something I'll be picking up anytime soon, that's for sure. I don't know, maybe one day, we'll see. How am I? Not too bad, Rocky. How are you today? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
So we've got about 8 miles to travel here in the next station, so we've got a couple of minutes to really stretching up to, well, initially 70, it goes up to 90 in a couple of yards. What are those signs on the ground between the tracks? Those are speed limit signs. Well, it could be any, so those are speed limits on the left there. The little things in the middle of the track, there's going to be magnetic AWS receivers. And you have other route signs that tell you like speed, you've got your distances, gives you some information about the route the track you're driving on. So stick the camera, I don't know, stick it here. Ah, there we go. Got a nice little bridge to enjoy. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So, passing through Balcombe now, we shan't be stopping here. Here in the US, used to have these huge locomotives. Any favourite trains? I've used some of the American trains over in Train Sim Worlds, and they are rather nice. They are rather fun to drive. Especially the CSX heavy haul stuff. You've got GP. You've got GP series trains. You've also got the what's the other one? The other more automated cab one. You've got the bigger, powerful ones. I don't know. I like the American stuff. I don't know them by name, as you can tell, but you got the SD. So you got the SD38. It's got the SD42. Those two are quite fun to drive. I'm sure there's like the GP40 or something. The SD40 GP, something like that. Big, powerful one. I do like it as well. Yes, 4K to 19K in just under a month. It's been absolutely crazy to see the amount of growth the channel's had. And Microsoft Flight Simulator does have a lot to play in that, so that's something to enjoy going forward. And a massive thank you to you guys as well, who have been a massive part in that as well, a massive part of the growth of this channel. Without you, I'd be nowhere where I am today. There is no Cessna 280 Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I won't be flying that for sure, no. Go down to 80 now. So when it comes to mainline trains, you need to remember that it's slowed down where the speed limit is in front of you, speed up after the speed limit sign goes past the rear of the train. London Underground is different, where you speed up and slow down based on where the front of the train is to the speed limit change. So on the main line, it's slow down when the speed limit is lower and the front of your train's about to reach the sign. Speed up when the speed limit is higher and the rear of the train passes the speed limit sign. So, setting now the points again to the left-hand track, and very shortly back up to 90 again. 3 bridges in about a mile and a half now, so we probably won't be going up to speed for too much longer if we start slowing down next time anyway. And if you're spamming, I won't you find Fairbanks? No, I won't. Right, 3 bridges. We're now coming towards the, well, not yet in London. It's got a little bit of travel left to go. It's got 3 bridges following Gatwick Airport. Then between Gatwick Airport and Croydon, we'll then be crossing the M25, which acts as our entry point into London. Then go through the core. The core will take a little bit of travel time. Also, a much slower bit of the track as well. We've got station after station. So we've got City Thameslink, we've got Farringdon, followed by St Pancras International, and then we have West Hampstead Thameslink, and that's about it then for the London crossing. So then go through that, and then our next station will be St Albans, I believe. Yes, St Albans City. And after St Albans City, it's back to the stopping services again. So every single station up until Bedford, where it then terminates. Still prefer 2020 over Train Sim World, because more realistic in your opinion. I mean, Train Simulator certainly had a lot more time to mature, so this is now... well, first released as Railworks back in 2006, I believe, so it's been over a decade now, decade and a half. And so it has had that time to mature, and it does act as a really good simulator to this day. I certainly enjoy it. Certainly like the variety of routes as well. So, for example, today we're on the Thameslink service. It's got great variety, great section of routes. And can't wait for Train Sim World 21 as well. So that'll be out next Thursday. And well, with the premium version, you get yourself the London to Euston routes, the Class 290 Pendolino. So that's something I'm very excited for, and I'll definitely be picking up when it comes out next week. I mean, it's been a long time we've been asking Dovetail for a London to Euston. It's been a long time, we're finally getting that, so very excited indeed for the future. Someone explain to me how trains work like this one. I'm trying to remember, is this overhead or is this third rail, the Class 700s? Or is it dual? I don't know. Dual models are the 717s. Well, they haven't tried out Brighton, so this is going to be third rail, so... I'm not sure. Is Matt still in the chat? Can you answer that for me? Are these overhead or are these third rail? Or are they bike modal? I can't remember. But essentially... hang on, petty announcements.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
So, you have 3 kinds of trains. You have your DMUs, or diesel, where you have 3 types of trains. DMUs, so diesel, EMUs, electric, and they can be either overhead catenary or electric, and then you've got other trains as well, but in the case of third rail, what it does is it uses the, well in this case third rail, which is that middle rail in the middle there, and that is an electric line, so it carries power, and a rail shoe runs along that. It pulls power from the line, runs through the circuit of the train, runs through the motors, and back out again. And so using the master controller, you can then put power in, it then uses the electric to increase the speed of the motors, or you can then bring it to the brakes, use the power to slow down the motors gradually. And so you got that, and an overhead engine works in a similar way, where instead of taking up power from third rail using the chute, it takes it from the overhead cables at the top of the train. And so that then draws power from the roof, brings it into a generator which converts it into power that the train can use, runs through the circuit and back up the top again. Diesel electrics then uses a diesel electric engine inside the train, and that uses power to power through the train. You usually have separate braking systems for those. And steam trains don't get me started, so I have no idea. Welcome there, Sort of Karen, how are you doing? Nice to meet you, Sir Mason. Hope the explanation wasn't too bad. Fun facts: 2707s have been tested with pantographs and run by Farringdon. Ah, fair enough. Nice to know. Cheers for that, Matt. There you go. Back again with the insider knowledge, actually. Not even secret stuff. It's proper insider stuff there. And then removed after testing. So, ooh. Well, we're definitely approaching Gatwick, aren't we? That was an aircraft there coming into land. Just behind the trees, you can probably see it. Alright, down to... We're at 50 right now, so it should be alright. And to be entering via platform 1 here at Gatwick. Welcome there, Joseph, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. So, welcome to Gatwick Airports. Now this station I have used the Thameslink from before. Rode it from here to... where did I go to? I think it was Farringdon I rode it to, and changed for a Metropolitan line. I don't often come to Gatwick Airport. Santa's probably closer for me when it comes to cheap flights, but... well, both occasions I've landed at Gatwick I used Norwegian Airlines. And, well, provides easy access to London with that. So the airport's just visible behind here. Very nice indeed. So the sun is slowly setting, and once we do pass through the course, we're going to enter underground for the next... well, we've got Croydon first, then we go underground for a lot of the service. Pass through London, and then by the time we start approaching to Bedford, sun will have set, and start getting a little bit darker for us ahead. But we've got a little bit of sunlight left for a little bit longer this journey.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
Down to 30 miles per hour now, so we'll crawl at 30. Next station, East Croydon, about 16 miles. We're going to pass through the next few stations. Those are covered by local services. Very soon, we'll be travelling through London. Why put through time now? Because of spam. You're spamming. Right, up to 70 now. Does anyone know? Know what, Jeremy? Sword drops in the swords. So yeah, so I flew over Ryanair a lot. No, they're not as bad as people say they are. If you don't expect much, so expectations are rather fine. They get you there cheaply, they get you there early. Never had a problem with that airline. You live in Bedford. Ah, fair play there. July? Very nice. Does the train go near your house, or does it move away from you? So up to 90 very shortly. Let's increase the throttle. Let's get going. Next issue passing through is Salfords. Running through the boarding procedure. Other than that, they're fine. I don't really have from Ryanair's boarding procedure either. Priorities first, then they check your rest of the passengers, then waits between the terminal and the aircraft a little bit, and as soon as they're ready to board the aircraft, no problem. Again, no issue with Ryanair. So the private videos mostly down to the live streams that failed, so where issue came out, sim crash, something like that, are then private those. Why does your view not show the bay front window? What do you mean by that, Ryan? You do be aware that the Class 700 Train Simulator, this is a freeware project available on Alan Thompson. And so, maybe built for AI service, not really built for train driving, but it's still more than enough. And those require you to use simple controls. Edge controller overwrites that, so you can use some risk controls anyway without the train. Soon be passing through Earlswood. Welcome there, Chris, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat, how are you doing today? Slow cuts, well, down to 75 now, so back on the brakes. Start slowing down again. Still on the Brighton upline, but not for much longer now. So in terms of where we are on the map, soon start to enter the so we're here right now at the bottom, not too far now through the London core, so it's just basically railway line on top of railway line. It's amazing to navigate through before coming out the northern side where the service then streamlines south again. Not sure which station this is. This is on a sign. Red Hill. This is Train Simulator 2020, TS20. Since passed through Mertzum, down to 75, then up to 80 again in about 1 mile, so I'll be able to be up in a couple of moments. As is your next station, is it? Fair play. Passenger view, the 700 does not come with a passenger view. Not in Microsoft Flight Sim at least, in Train Simulator at least. Let's speed up a little bit. Let's go stick ourselves on the platform here at Mertzum as we pass by. We'll go stand on the, let's go stand on the footbridge, shall we? That'll be a nice way to watch train down below. We'll stand on the opposite side. Then kind of peer down from the top of the footbridge. There we go. Very nice indeed. Back up to 80 now, so back in the throttle. 8 miles to Croydon, so about halfway between Croydon and Gatwick now. And very shortly, or in fact now, we have crossed the M25, so we're now within London. Now back in the capital. Who do you regularly use this bridge? Nice one. Yeah, lights are set. Coming back in toss now since we're at 90. So with 7 miles to go until we hit Croydon at 90 miles per hour, we'll get there in about about 7-8 minutes, maybe less than that. Yeah, more like 6-5 minutes. Spot cab lights. Now that's one option I know that does not come with the Class 700. To be fair, under rail regulations, at least in the UK, train drivers are not supposed to use the cab lights, especially while trains in motion, because going through tunnels, it causes, well, can cause eye strain for the driver with prolonged use, and also adds glare to the windshields. So train drivers in the UK are supposed to have the lights off, especially in the underground. Welcome there, Lewis. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How are you today? How much longer? So we've been streaming for about, I don't even know how long I've been streaming for, because the time's covered up. We're about 42 minutes right now, so we've got at least another hour and 40 minutes left of the service before we terminate. Right, down to 75 now. So slowly as we now reach the core, start sending the train down. We'll go through all the central stations and stop at, and then back up speed again until we pass. Welcome there, Lucas. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing today? AWS. So dual yellow aspects. Therefore, the next signal will be a single yellow. And potentially need to start slowing down for a stop. So we won't accelerate. Get down to a single yellow aspect. And points again set for a left-hand turn, so get ready for that now. Under at 70 we should be alright, but we'll keep an eye on that next signal, just in case it's a red aspect. Could use the map if I really wanted to. Green signal, so it's just a case of points. So, green aspects, onwards we go. 3.5 miles to Croydon. What we're doing today, driving the train today. Yes, the chat about food yesterday was rather interesting. What's your favourite snacks? Train Sim 2021 comes out next Thursday. Next Thursday, Train Sim 21 comes out. And definitely one I'm excited for, especially for the East Coast Main Line, the London to Birmingham route. So when that comes out, we 100% will be giving that a drive. No doubt about that. Alright, short down to 60 again. We'll pass through Purley Oaks, then pass through South Croydon. The more you self-promote, Odin, the more you spam, the more tempted I am to remove these from the channel, so block you completely rather than just time you out again. Still know what gyro is. Come on, man, Google it. It's like a Greek kebab. The most delicious thing ever. Served with chips, served with mayonnaise. Like, I think like that, Brad Dan. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoy it. There you go. East Croydon, 1.5 miles. You can now see it in the lower right screen down the radar. I presume it's not just behind me right now. It's coming up, just there. So, no need for us to accelerate since speed goes down to 60 again, down to 45, and we come to a halt. Welcome there, Ralph. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. How are you doing today? Let's have more comfy. Down to 60 miles per hour. We're trying to get 50 right now. In terms of timing, what are we doing right now? There is a timetable we should be following, but well, that's long gone now. I think we're doing alright actually for our service right now. We're still on time. Alright, it's down to 45 now. I can't believe you just naturally speak that way. What do you mean? This is just normal me, really. Relaxed. No need to put too much emphasis into anything. It's just a nice, relaxed conversation. Nothing too crazy, nothing too witty about it. Right, let's get ready to stop now. So, 300 yards. Station now in view. Going into platform 2. And then there's the Brighton bi-directional lines. They're coming up next. Sorry, Beast Floaty, but I've given you a warning. Unfortunately, you're now blocked. Bye-bye. Right. Next station. Doors open. So, let's look around, shall we? Croydon, the leading centre here in South London. Seen a lot of upgrades in the last couple of years, a lot of regeneration. I mean, if you compare Croydon to 20 years ago to Croydon today, it's a much more modern, much more bustling city hub. Right. Next station, London Bridge. That's in 10 miles.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
You stay in Croydon, you visit London. Good of you. Welcome there, Ted, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I've been to Croydon a couple of times. Not somewhere I frequent too often, but if I've got reason, I do visit it. Not a bad area. Not a bad area, that's for sure. Next station, London Bridge. So now on the London Bridge up line. So at this point, you can pass through 3 more stations. And in terms of our routing through London, we're taking the eastern portion of the line. So you come up the east and push back to the west again. There's London Bridge. And we'll continue up northwards. So rather than going via Tulse Hill and Clapham Junction. Instead, we would bypass all that, coming via the east. Better slow down a little bit. Don't go too fast. Things to do in Athens, going there for one day. I mean, apart from the general stuff like go up the Acropolis, go up, look into Mount Lycabettus. It's free to walk up. We can take a train up, a funicular, and well, it's the highest point in the city. It's got fantastic views from the chapel at the top there. So Mount Lycabettus, I'd highly recommend. Let's say go up the Acropolis, it's always worth it. The Acropolis Museum as well, it's free entry, so well worth going up. What else is there? You got the old amphitheatre to the old stadium, really, the Olympic Stadium. That one's again free. Actually, no, I think you have to pay entry for that one, but it's not too expensive, and there's a lot you can do in terms of historical stuff here in Athens. Yes, London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Yep, we all know that one. We all know that one. Classic English nursery rhyme. So another 7 miles to go now till we hit that station. Speeding at 70 miles per hour. 6 at 70 now throughout the entire London portion. And it speeds up again as you come out the other side. Driving on some of the London Overground tracks as well now. So we share this line, well, we take the central line, the two middle rails. London Overground uses the left and right hand rails, so the outer rails. They stop at all the stations, we skip them all. Now passing through Forest Hill. I went to 3 bridges for an open day. Ah, cheers, Ralph, for the $5 there. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. Went through a bridge for an open day, press the toilet door button. Ah, okay. Whoops. Fair play, fair play. Yeah, so the Siemens open day. I wanted to go to it, but I forget there's something else going on that same day, and so unfortunately I had to miss that one. Yes, new PC sooner. So, as soon as 3080 comes out for pre-release, for pre-order, I'll be picking that up. Pretty much day one. And then it's a case of waiting for it, because you know how long the backlog's going to take for those to deliver. Could be like a month until some of us gets our cards. Now, quite a steep bit of downhill track coming up now, so we'll get ready to hold the brakes. Just not stop from accelerating too much. Yeah, I like it as well. I mean, I enjoy Flight Sim, of course, but it's nice to kind of take a little bit of a break from time to time and just do something a little bit different. Because I like trains. I volunteer at a railway, as you know. Speaking of which, if anyone's in or around North West London, the Right Side of Railway have got an open day coming up. And so we've got special Rover fares, we've got open access to our workshop, you can walk around, look around the building and all that. And, well, I'll be there as well, so I guess if you're there, pop by, say hello. I'm sure we'll have a chance to chat as well. If you're on my Facebook page, I'll share an event to it later. So, well worth visiting if you're in North West London and wants to check out what I do in the railway volunteering. Passing now through New Cross. Can you derail sim? Yes, yes you can. But preferably not try that today. AWS. And slow down now to 50 miles per hour. Nice one. So passing now through New Cross Gates. Welcome there. Yep. What kind of trains do I drive in real life? Miniature trains. So we have a selection of locos. They're not full-size trains. They are light rail, 12-inch gauge to be exact. And well, I drive the 4Ds. Well, I don't really drive them yet. I do a few shuntings and on-yard stuff. But from October, I should then actually start training for passenger trains and start doing passenger services as well. But the 4 diesel locos I'm driving first. Potentially, we'll see about the small loco as well, Roberts. I'm not sure if I would do the steam train Mad Bess. I'm not too technically advanced when it comes to steam locos, so perhaps one's going to be a miss for me, I'm afraid. Should be good. Should be good. Well, you can see it's Shard in distance now. Shard towering over London. And that's, well, that means we're coming up towards London Bridge, which is right in the base of the skyscraper. So London Bridge as a building was built into the, well, the foundations of the Shard is London Bridge Station. Miss open those dates on the best. Like I say, for North West London, you have an open at the Rice Railway coming up soon. Coming up next weekend, so if you're seeing from Facebook, either follow the Rice page or check out my page, and I'll share a couple of posts onto those later. Yeah, I have to have the points then next to speed limits. Oh well, slow down train again. Whoops. So you can see now at the bottom screen there, it's just signal after signal, speed limit change after speed limit change, and the station that's sat down in the middle of that. It's a very complicated bit of track this, and as you continue through the central London core, it just gets more and more complicated. A couple of right-hand turns to go up now, a few sets of points to go and navigate through. Down to 15 miles per hour. Welcome there, Riss. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Fly through the Golden Gate Bridge. Well, first of all, that's not what I'm kind of into in train sim, in flight sim. Also, it's impossible. The Golden Gate Bridge is solid in the sim, and therefore doing so, I'll just crash the plane. Right, welcome to London Bridge. Coming in via platform 5 right now. Yes, you can import Google Maps 3D buildings into Sim. It's been out for well, for a couple of weeks now. And so websites like flightsim.com, you can then download those and load those into your Sim. What's up? Not too bad right now, Ricard. not too bad. Nice and slowly. Just wait for the stop sign to come up. Hit the brakes. The train comes to a halt. Welcome to London Bridge. That was probably the most complicated bit of a journey today. Between here and St Pancras, it gets a little bit more complicated as well. Then very shortly after, we're back to high speed, back to skipping stations again. But we are now in the central London core, which is where every single Thameslink train will now pass through. So you have trains that bypass. You have trains that go to different branches. You've got trains that go to St Albans City, you've got trains that go to Bedford, you have some that go to Peterborough and some that terminate at Brighton. You have some that go to Croydon, or technically loop at Croydon, and then you've got another branch as well. And so all trains will pass through London, meet through the middle, and then start branching off again as they continue out to the north. Trains that don't then go through London, those are the Great Northern services, and those are the Southern services. The only trains you've ridden on is the New York subways, Washington DC subways. I've been on a fair few trains in a fair few different countries, so ones that I can remember off the top of my head. I've been through London, been on national rail services in and out of the UK. I've done Helsinki Metro, I've done Finnish National Rail, I've done Poland National Rail, I've done Paris Metro, I've done Bilbao Metro in Spain. I've also done Eurostars, that's London to London to Paris. I have done Hamburg. I've done Denmark. In fact, Denmark's quite an interesting one because I went on the ferry service. So I started on a train in Copenhagen. We then went down to Puttgarden, and actually the train then drove onto a ferry. So the train drove onto a boat, then deboarded the train, went to the deck for a bit, reboarded the train, and the train then drove off driven off the boat and onto the normal service again. Right, red signal now, so stop the train. Actually, are we stop without red signal, or are we going to the right? No, going to the right there, so actually there's no signal for us, it's green. It's a very complicated bit of track, this. A little bit fast as well, so I've got to be very careful with this next section. Blackfriars coming up, not too far away. Yeah, so we'll get 21, 100%. Every city train station, think about train station Harry Potter. So, Ugo, fun fact, for you guys watching right now, tell me, which station does Harry Potter ride on the train to Hogwarts? What station is platform 9 3/4? Go on, have a guess. I mean, you'll know the answer, but do you know the one lie about the movies? So, Harry Potter enters the train at King's Cross, platform 9 3/4. You run through the wall, you end up on the platform. But did you know for the movies, they actually filmed it at the station next door. They filmed it at St Pancras International. Basically, the architecture, the roof of the station has a more Victorian feel to it. That is the official words the directors used. And so they said instead of doing it at King's Cross, they did it next door at St Pancras, where then films the movies. So in the books, it's at King's Cross. In the movies, well, they say King's Cross, it's actually at St Pancras. On the few lies from those films. It's like James Bond. They say they travel on the Circle Line, but in reality, they're on a Jubilee Line train on the Charing Cross station. So the former Jubilee Charing Cross station, which closed down in 1999, still available as a movie set, and so they filmed it there. Welcome Ian from Indonesia, how you doing? Yep, I'm aware of the Twitch issue. I'll be making change to that later. So 50 miles per hour, slow as ever exits. But not too far now to the next station. Not far at all. I'm very sure we stopped at Blackfriars. Not quite sure I haven't set it up then. Must have accidentally missed that one. Fair enough. Well, stopping at Blackfriars anyway. Up to 30 now, speed limit change. Well, welcome to Blackfriars. Welcome to Blackfriars Bridge. So this is a station that crosses the River Thames. And so while it looks a little bit grander than this, I'm not sure like there's a model missing, or there's just one of the stations that don't quite look right. But Blackfriars Bridge crosses the River Thames. And I wonder if they actually modelled it correctly as well with the... No, they haven't. Okay, so there should be a few pedestals in the water as well, where the former bridge used to be. And therefore they had a pedestals in place, they used it to support the new bridge that was being constructed. And then as they were doing the new bridge, the old bridge pedestals got grade listed, and therefore they were not allowed to tear them down afterwards. Right, let's get going. Next station, City Thameslink.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
Yeah, the roof was missing. But hey, out of all the stations in the service, it's the only one they've missed out, so I'm not complaining really. They did a fine job with the actual modelling of this one. Here we go. Welcome to City Thameslink, which is pretty much as far away as the length of this train is. There's St Paul's Cathedral, a very flat looking St Paul's Cathedral. Yeah, you can tell they've, I don't know, something's wrong with the assets here. Something's missed out, but such a minor detail. I'm not super fussed about it. But this is a Steam Workshop route, so it's not standard. This is only available on, well, it's available on Steam Workshop, and it connects all the routes to create the full Thameslink service. So it's not perfect. It's a freeware. I'm not complaining. Right, after that, next station is Farringdon, and then scenery does return to normal thereafter. So we're driving now for about an hour and 7 minutes, about halfway through the routes. In fact, remember on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side of me, you'd also get the map as well of where we're currently at. And so that's provided by Third Rails. It's a freeware map project, and well, it displays the train sim location on the map that you can then use to navigate with.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
So next station will be Farringdon. We then cross by the former King's Cross Thameslink station, so that's a closed down station that no longer runs. Closed down in 2007 and was replaced by platforms at King's Cross, sorry, at St Pancras International instead. And that St Pancras, again thanks to Matt Streeton, we have got the announcements that they make at the station when we arrive, so we'll have a bit of fun with that as well. It's a very, very quick stopping section this. In fact, the rear of our train doesn't even make it onto the platform, so running a 12 car set, the rear few carriages will not open at the station. Also, as a result of the longer trains, the branch that goes to the left here, to Moorgate, was completely cut off from the line. So Thameslink trains used to go down to Moorgate via this track, But in 2009 they cut the line, and trains have not terminated there since. So, oh, they've got underground train right there at Farringdon. Gonna be a Metropolitan line S-Dock, that's an S8. So, that's the parts. Next station, St Pancras International.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
Yes, so London Brighton, Chatham Main Line, Midland Main Line, and South London Network. I have got all of them, but all the map merger literally just merges them. It doesn't really touch the scenery for it, so I do miss out on a few, I guess, of the scenery packs. So going underground now, the Metropolitan Line Circle Line tracks now going to be directly above us as they switch sides. Slow crawl through central London, but not too long now until we cross the other side and make our own way towards the St Albans City run. Dad used to work on the railroad, so he replaced road crossing he built. Ah, very nice. But during COVID got laid off. Ah, shame. Yeah, COVID's gonna mess up a lot of things for lots of people, I'm afraid. I mean, I've been actually trying to look for a job in transport for a little while, but sadly, nothing available anymore, so it's a long wait and just long hope. See if something comes up soon. So, now passing through the former station here at King's Cross, closed down in 2007. Trains no longer stop at the station. Yes, it is. You go from 3rd rail to 25 kilovolts overhead scenery. Welcome there, Niels. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How you doing today? So, King's Cross St Pancras. Now, slowly coming to view. Is that the King's Cross from Harry Potter? Yes and no. So, King's Cross is where they, in fact, I believe they got the models for it. So, as we're stationary here, we'll take a moment to go to the surface and just talk about the Harry Potter films and how they lied to you. So, King's Cross, at St Pancras International, the doors do open automatically in this train. No need to press the buttons. On the few stations that they do open all of them for you. Oh, you've got a train coming into the station now as well on the other tracks. Right, doors open.
This station is London St Pancras. Change here for other national rail services, including Eurostar services to mainland Europe. Also change here for the Circle, Hammersmith and City, Metropolitan, Northern, Piccadilly and Victoria lines.
Again, thank you Matthew for providing that. So, if we go to the surface, we have two stations here. We have St Pancras International and we have King's Cross. So, King's Cross is where in the books Harry Potter travels to Hogwarts. They travel via platform 9 3/4. Not model platforms, we've got the external building. So, this is where in the books they travel from. But in the movies, they don't film at King's Cross. They film at St Pancras instead. And so you actually have the model. So you can see the roof. You can see that we've got the giant girders that go across. You've got the, well in this case it's the Eurostar platforms, but you can see the station design. And in the movies, they actually film it around one of these walls at the side over here. And so the reason being because in terms of infrastructure, St Pancras has a more Victorian style to it, and therefore just looks more grander, and therefore for the books, for the movies, they decided that for more visual aspects, they do all the filming here instead. So, The books, King's Cross. The movies, St Pancras. And then down the road over here, you're going to have a Euston station somewhere. And then Euston services are those that travel to Birmingham. Right, let's go to parts, shall we? Yes, so route from the movie. Have you seen the movie Unstoppable? No, I haven't. It's on my list of movies to watch, but not yet watched it.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
No, we do not stop at Mill Hill Broadway. We pass through it. Next station, West Ham's the Thameslink, and after that we stop at St Albans City. So, Mill Hill Broadway is only served by the local 8-car trains. We're driving a express 12-car service. At some point I will do the local stopper, so at some point I will do the St Albans to Croydon service. That there for another day. Next station passing through is Kentish Town. What is the movie with the train? There's a lot of movies of trains in it, Mason. There's a lot of movies of trains in them. One of my personal favourites, going to be a more obscure one, but The Bullet Train. It's a 1965 Japanese movie. It was dubbed in English. The dubbing is horrible. The voices do not sound like characters at all, and that just makes it adds a comedic level to it. And while it is supposed to be a disaster horror film, it becomes more of a comedic horror film. And so it's on YouTube with the bad English dubbing. Well worth watching. The Bullet Train. Basically, there's a bomb on Hikari 109, and if the train travels below 50 kilometers an hour, the bomb will explode. Now, does that not sound familiar to you? Pelham 123. Not heard that one. What is Pelham 123 about? What's the plots? What's the movie of a train that can stop? I think you're actually about the Bullet Train, Hikari 109. It's the Japanese Bullet Train one. It's like Speed, but a train, yes. So, The Bullet Train. It's a Japanese film with the worst English dubbing you'll ever hear. So about to pass through Kentish Town now. Got a very beautiful pinky orange sunset glow right now. Looking very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Ooh, that was a new sound. Ah, okay. That was AWS. So driving in external view, the alarms I missed out on. Whoopsie. Okay, let train stop, and we'll get going again. And set trains forward again, don't we? There we go. Note to self, Drawyah, if passing through well, in this case, the yellow aspect signal, try not to go too much in external views. Next station, West Ham to Thameslink. Change for London Overground and Jubilee Line. Taking a Pelham 123 is a hijack train, same type as Water Driver. I'll look into that, sounds interesting. So, yes, this is a cab of 450. We're driving a Class 700 train, but this is a freeware mod of the Class 700, and therefore the cab is that of a 450. Missed it again, almost. So, yeah, slight inaccuracy, but not a major one, not a problematic one. Right, up to 50 miles per hour now. Got 2 miles or so to go to reach our next station. Yeah, to be fair, there are a lot of films about bombs on public transport, and if they go too slow or stop it, then it explodes. Too many of those films, but the original one was Hikari 109, The Bullet Train. That was the original that brought up the series, the genre, And so like Unstoppable is a similar thing. And then Speed, also another one that's used the same plot line, but it's on the bus. Up to 75 miles per hour now. No, it's not the real cab. This is just that of a 450. It's one of the few inaccuracies of the service. But they've got the upside of using real announcements from the trains. Again, thank you to Matthew Streeton of Thameslink for providing those for me. So like I say, Matt is the head of passenger information. So if you go throughout the stream, we have used some of those recorded sounds. It's a nice bonus extra to have. The 77776 in the runaway train. I'll look into it. Right, so that's slowing down now. So above us we have a railway bridge. That will be the London Overground services. And if I recall correctly, that's going to be the... It's not the West London line, it's going to be the North London line. There it is, see the scenery travelling on that. And so you have 3 stations at West Hampstead. You have West Hampstead Thameslink, West Hampstead Overground, West Hampstead Underground. And the underground services are operated by Jubilee line trains. Thameslink does not stop at Heathrow, no. So one you're thinking of is the Heathrow Connect, Heathrow Express, the Piccadilly line. That's about it really. So you've got Piccadilly line, you've got the Heathrow Express and Heathrow Connects. Although Express and Connect will then eventually be taken over by the Elizabeth line, the Crossrail services, and operated by TfL. Right. So this will be our last station for a little while. St Albans City, and that takes us out of London and well on towards on central England. Crazy 8, yes, I have heard of Crazy 8. That was the US freighter which became a runaway. The drivers bailed out of the cab, and something like 6 hours it just ran without a driver. But long until eventually they could derail it and bring it off the tracks. And that was the service 888. Right.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
That just exposed the danger how dynamic brakes works. Not what you mean by that, Niels, to be honest. Anyone here gonna watch the Top Gun movie? I'm gonna watch the Top Gun movie, but that size does not make me a fan of Tom Cruise. Don't like that man. Unstoppable is inspired off. So that's based off of The Bullet Train. It's a Japanese movie. That's 1986. I should feel like 1985, but it's actually the first of the films. The Bullet Train. 2 hours long, well worth a watch. The train ran away because... right, so full throttle, dynamic braking, handles dynamic braking didn't apply, so it became a full traction. That makes sense. So, next station, 15 miles for St Albans City. And at 95 miles per hour, up to 110 shortly, so in this case it's full throttle, neither is that. The Class 700s are limited to 100 miles per hour. Again, thank you Matthew for the local knowledge of that. For the insider knowledge of that, because he works at Thameslink. So, yeah, we'll just be able to leave it on full throttle, stick it down, sit back, relax, let train all the driving for us. Was it? Well, yeah, they say it's inspired off Crazy Eights, but there's a whole movie that's word for word done about it. You know. So you're very beautiful this evening, I must say. A very nice pink orange glow in the sky. And what, whoops, whoopsie. And what looks like the sun just slowly setting there below the horizon now. So it probably will get dark towards the last stage of this journey. Now passing through Hendon. And that's fine. So next station is Mill Hill Broadway. Then it'll be Elstree and Boreham Woods, followed by Radlett. And there's one more station before St Albans. So we'll be entering through another tunnel. You have Colindale just to our left. That's going to be on the Northern Line. And not too long away from us as well, we'll be crossing the former line of the Northern Heights project, which was the Northern Line to cross between Mill Hill East and Edgware, before continuing on to Boreham Wood. SCP, not sure about that one. So, now passing through Mill Hill Broadway. I must say, pretty expanded Mill Hill Broadway. So that's the M1 motorway passing through. Actually, I think this may be post-expansion. So the platforms were expanded here. And underneath, we should have a bus shelter. There we go. Yeah, bus shelter. Got the train tracks, got the motorway. All travels through here. He's doing alright. He's still very much into his flight simulation, still doing all of his development work. Yeah, he's alright. He's doing well. For some reason, that I don't know what even Nightbot does that to. Vulgar language. What vulgar language did you say? I don't know. Nightbot's a bit of a temperamental little auto admin. Yep, still does Toeless. In fact, he's more active Toeless than ever. Also, still does Magnites. Still does a lot of things. Next station, Elstree and Boreham Woods. Station I used to frequent quite often. Used to work in Elstree. Got a station training this platform right now. Probably soon about to depart. Another 6 miles to go now until St Albans. SCP is a wiki field. A wiki page filled with a bunch of things, like Whooping Agent Doctor Who, but instead of sending you back, it snaps your neck. Not sure about that one, Sketchy. I'm not sure. I mean, within Doctor Who lore, back when the Angels were in their full potential, they sent you back in time, but towards the, well, one of their first instructions, towards the later parts of the Weeping Angels, back in at their weakest, and back in the episode where Amy Pond was blind, well, they stopped sending people back in time because they ran out of power. They were starting to die out, and so instead they broke connects instead. But I'm not sure what I mean by SCP there, Sketchy, I'm afraid. Not something I'm familiar with myself. Passing now through Radlett, which is the furthest north I've been on Thameslink. Never been more north than that. You work in Radlett, awful place. Used to work in Elstree. Not too bad. Can get a lot of traffic during the rush hours, or randomly at 3 o'clock. Time check in London. Currently it's 10 PM right now in the UK. 10 PM. Just break your #1 desk rule. Never put a drink between your... Ah! Yes, I mean, for later on, I don't know, do I go for Ouzo, or do I go for Japanese beer? I don't know, you guys decide. What do I have tonight? But certainly not what I'm driving. That comes later. Yes! Need to update my Twitch category soon. Right, that was a dual yellow aspect signal, so next one will be a yellow single aspect, and presumably another points change. So, actually, speed limit still says 100, so we'll keep it at 100. Actually, no, we won't. So, yellow aspect signal. If the next one's red, we then need to stop. Alright, ready to stop the train now. Hopefully we've got enough time. I think I've maybe left the brakes a little bit late there. No, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. So, what colour's the next signal? If it's red, well, hopefully it means we don't have to wait too long. It could also mean I've gone and programmed the routes wrong. We'll see. I've still some Ouzo. Used to go to a dining place group player for a month. I like it. I've got a guy who's in Greece right now. Plans to bring back another Greek spirit when he returns in the, well, 2 weeks quarantine, so maybe a little bit longer than that. Right, so red aspect signal now, so get ready to hold the train. Hopefully not a very long wait. We'll have to see what the reason for that is. As a train driver yourself, I find it fascinating and crazy yet people do this for fun. Welcome there, Celtic, how are you doing? Welcome to the chats. I don't know, I mean this for me is a dream job, just one that has a very high entry requirement and one that's pretty much impossible for me to get into. So if I can't do it for a job, do it for fun instead. Right, well, we're stuck at a red signal now. Signal has turned green, and therefore we can now depart. This chat's getting lost right now. We'll do later, Mason. We'll do later on. Gee, okay, this chat's been completely lost. Okay, well, welcome to St Albans City. So we'll be stationed here for a couple of moments before we continue our departure. Next station, Harpenden.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
Hey, you live in Bedford, eh? Welcome, Jakob. How are you doing? Welcome to Chats. Is the train I go near your house, or are you the other side of the city for it? Because I've met a couple of people who actually live locally. Up to 100 miles per hour again, so up to the top speed of this train. So it's under 3.5 miles to Harpenden. The local services have since terminated, so they terminate at St Albans. So at this point between now and our terminus, which is in about an hour or so, got a little bit more travel time to go. It'll be, well in this case, the 4 trains, the 4-speed trains, rest of the way. Takes 10 minutes to walk to the station. Still called C. Nice one, nice one. So the sun is slowly setting now, it's just about below the horizon. We've got a little bit more lights left to go for the rest of the journey. I'm not sure what the meaning of 14 is. I can know the rest of what people are saying, but 14 I genuinely don't have any idea about. Right, it's 1.2 miles to go until we reach next station. So we'll start slow train down. Ah, that's okay. Cheers. So you can now see the platform at Harpenden slowly coming to view. And there we are. So past just a couple of moments now. Next station, Luton Airport Parkway in 4.5 miles.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
Thank you, Thameslink lady. So speed is down to 105 now, which again is still above our line speed. So if you're driving a Voyager train, driving one of the East Midlands services, then that will take speed limit into account. But since we only go to 100 without going any faster, then we don't really need to do too much apart from just leave the train on full throttle and let the train do all the rest. What would a time command do? What's the point of a time command? Cheers for that boost. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed the streams. And that's one thing. I'm glad people are enjoying the streams. I'm glad people are enjoying what I do. It's not anything I do with these channels. I'm not streaming because I enjoy it. You guys enjoy watching as well, so I'll continue to do it. Got no reason to slow down or stop anytime soon. Especially after the Microsoft Flight Sim release, it's been absolutely crazy down to what you guys have shown me. Something I'm going to remember for a long time, that's for sure. You are all superstars. Yeah, this chat's gone crazy. This is definitely an attack or something. I'm not sure why exactly, but well, someone somewhere is not liking this at the moment. In a couple of minutes, I'll slow down for Luton Airport Parkway. Oh right, I'm not sure how that would work, time commands. Not quite sure how I'd be able to link that to the real world time and sync that. There's a little bit of a complicated setup behind that. Right, 1.5 miles to go, let's start slowing down. So Luton Airport Parkway serves the, well, Luton Airport, but since Luton Airport doesn't have a station directly with it, at least not yet, there are... We need to go to the airport and take a shuttle bus for free, and take the bus then to the station, where you can take the train down to London. They are currently working on a light rail system between Luton Airport Parkway and the trains and the airport itself. And so soon, within the next couple of years, there should then be a direct rail connection. You do have to change here at Parkway, but you'll be able to go from one train to another train and straight to the terminal, which is a much easier process. Welcome to Luton Airport Parkway. What would be the point of direct route? So it's basically an easy way to transfer from the trains to the airport. So it's an easy method of transfer. It just allows people to get train direct to the airport rather than taking a bus. Because with buses there can be delays, there can be cancellations and all that, and therefore linking it towards the to the airport could cause problems. And so by having a train route, they're a lot more efficient, a lot quicker, and also allows for a better timetable to run as well, so passengers will be able to get there to the airport with a lot of time to spare. The road plays no factor in it. Right, so the sun has now set below the horizon, just about left there in view. Clouds also slowly playing part of that as well. And so we have a few more stations to go, another 30 minutes or so until we get to the end of our service. We have Luton, Egrove, Harlington, Flitwick, and then finally Bedford where we terminate.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
So it's good for people to go to the airport. How many give it to train? Not sure, because like I say, the railway hasn't opened yet. So they're a couple of years off, but it will be a light rail system that connects just the airport to the parkway. No other stops in between. Right, next station, Luton. Well, actually, that means I lied to you earlier. So I've actually been further than Radlett. I have actually been to Luton, caught a train. So went up to Milton Keynes. Did some stuff at Milton Keynes. Then I went to Dunstable by bus. Then from Dunstable, I did go-karting. Then took the bus to Luton. And took the train over to London. So actually, I do lie. Sorry, I have actually been to Luton before. So I've taken Thameslink down further. Right. Welcome to Luton. In terms of the station model, again, the station looks great. A lot of the model detailing is really good. With Luton you have 2 footbridges in real life, as you have here. So you have one that only crosses the between this platform and the middle platform, and then you have a second footbridge which ignores the middle platform, goes right to the far platform. So when I actually came to the station myself last year, I actually got a little bit confused by that because I went through one ticket barrier, went to the platform, realised I made a wrong turn, went back around again, had to make a change of platform. So read the signs before you go. Read the signs. It's an easy enough station to navigate over, just need to know where you're going. Next station, Leagrave.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
Streaming now for just over 2 hours and 7 minutes now. Not long to go now, not long to go. Yep, speaks to Mo almost every day. So with him, now waiting for a shared cockpit feature to be added to Microsoft Flight Sim. And with that, we'll then be able to do a proper flight together as well. But yes, I do regularly speak to Mo, almost daily basis. I mean, we're both admins in the on the Microsoft Flight Sim and Microsoft Flight Sim Facebook groups, so well, we've got to communicate, otherwise the group goes into toxic meltdown. But yeah, we do speak often. We do speak often. How do you compare train sim to a flight sim? Well, first of all, they're very different things, that's for sure. So, yeah, I enjoy both. I like train sims for different reasons as well, like flight sims. They're two methods of transport, two very different things. So I've got different reasons for liking both, but I enjoy them. I enjoy them regardless. Oops, gonna miss the Leagrave at this point. I've realised the station's really close to us now. Whoops. I hope you'll be able to stay down enough. Was it 70? Yeah, it'll be a tight squeeze, but train should make it. It's quite a short platform here as well. One that's not designed for the full 12 car sets. Yeah, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Yeah, so the Class 700 features a fully walk-through train. Got these open gangways for high travel. You can have first class at the front and the rear of the train, although the first class in the rear of the train is decommissioned, so anybody can sit here with a standard ticket, get a comfier seat, get more leg room, a few tables here and there, all for the standard cost tickets. You then have standard class, without the train. Got a toilet on the left there. Disabled toilets coming up now. And then the front of the train is a commissioned first class. So you do need a first class ticket to travel here, but pro tip with Thameslink, if you have a standard class ticket but want to travel in first class, go sit at the rear of the train. Because under the law of, well, not really law, but when it comes to the UK train services, first class is always the side that's towards London for when train departs. So in this case, we depart from Brighton, London's at the front of the train, and therefore first class at the front. Same with any other rail service, so Virgin trains, for example, or now it's first Avanti West Coast. And so first class is always at the rear of the train, which is the side that's towards London. So London side's first class, away is standard. Have they made delivery 78? No, not yet. Bus to the next stop. Welcome there, Warren. How are you doing? Next station, Harlington. Harlington, then Flitwick, and then Bedford, where the train terminates. Ah, nice one. I'm trying to think, what other random train facts can I give you, apart from where first class is positioned? Nothing comes to mind at this point. I have a think. If I think of anything, I'll let you know. But Nothing yet comes to mind. My favourite movie in general. Not too sure, really. Not too sure. I'm looking to my shelf right now for movies I've got. Soul Plane's alright. Not PC, that's for sure. Would never survive in environments today, but Soul Plane's pretty funny. Yeah, I've nothing really out of the top of my head. Nothing really stands out as a top favourite film. Start slowing down now. Get ready for Harlington. Phone booth. Not heard of that one. What's that about? Random phone finish things. Man answers, all hell breaks loose. Oh, okay. I'll have a look into it. Phone booth. Sounds interesting. You're going to be wasting a long time at Taku because Microsoft Train Simulator is not set to return ever, basically. I mean, Microsoft Flight Sim, to be fair, was announced out of the blue. No one expected that. But Train Sim, I don't know, just feels a bit out of reach at this point. I mean, I have got Microsoft Train Sim on DVD at somewhere. I'm on my discs. I've got it. Somewhere on my shelf, I forgot it. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Train Simulator. It was an old classic. They were going to do Microsoft Train Sim 2. They were in the works doing that, but when ASUS team got canned from Microsoft, when they got all cut off, they had to cancel the project because Microsoft ran out of money. So we were supposed to get a Microsoft Train Sim 2, but never happened in the end, which is a shame. Not doing too bad, the game. Not doing too bad. So far, so good. Not long to go now. Got 2 more stops, and our service comes to an end.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
Yes, essentially coming to PS4. Because I know that they had a version out for arcade, but I did not know about a PS4 release. Air Force Proud, yes. It's not 45, it's Air Force Proud 95, isn't it? Yes, I'm fairly sure it is. I'm getting confused now. Yeah, Air Force Proud, I do watch him. So we've got another 2 miles to Flitwick. Pick up passengers, and then 1 more stop. Takes the end. So we go 9 Tango 50 service from Brighton to Bedford. It's good. 2 hours and 20 minutes ish service. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, pardon me. I'm tired. It's what? 10:45 now in the UK. Slowly getting later. Right, let's go start slowing down now. Nope, not an Essex accent, Midlands. I'm from London, my father's from the Midlands, and so it's kind of a mix between those two. Right, welcome to Flitwick, our penultimate stop. Got a train just departing now, to our right. Yeah, sign for an 8-car stop because, well, 12-car trains don't fit for a lot of these, so the rear service or the rear carriages doors do not open at some of these stations. Like I say, it's been a really good run today so far. I very much enjoyed this, and at some point we'll try and do a few more of the Thameslink runs as well. So we've got services, for example, from St Albans City to Croydon, and that uses the loop track down at the south of the London Core. And there's a few other options as well, so we could do Petersburg at some points as well. We've got all of London to enjoy. Right. Oops. So I've got another 8 miles to go now. 8 miles to travel. We'll probably be able to get train up to its full speed of 110 or 100 miles per hour before then. And then, yeah, that's it. Bring service to an end. But it has been a good run. It's been a long run, this. So, in reality, train drivers that do the full line of the Thameslink, they'll probably only do like 2 ways. So Brighton to Bedford and then back again. So Brighton to Bedford, take a break, come back again, and that counts as one shift of the day done. Potentially they do 3, so 1 way, return, 1 way. And that gets you about a 7.5 hour, 8 hour shift again. Rest time as well, so yeah, 2, maybe 3 trips if they need it for the train drivers. Those more central London do the shorter runs, as only about an hour and a half from them. They'll probably do about 4 of those in a day, 3 or 4. Welcome there, codename Mossy, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How you doing today? Yeah, went back, scraped the leaves off the line. We've got the line coming up to our west. I see Millbrook Station slowly appearing, just where my head is, like, there. Millbrook Station. Just not sure which line exactly that will be a part of, but it looks like it will meet us at Bedford. Not too sure. Not doing too bad myself. So far, so good. Something like videos, Something always unexpected, of course. There you go, Stuart be now appearing as well. Welcome there, Lucas, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. Morning's flight sim. Since it's great too. I mean, I do enjoy Train Simulator. It's a lot of fun, and it's a nice way to kind of relax a little bit. Towards the relax a little bit when you're away from your normal flights. I mean, there's still a lot of thinking to do. For example, when you need to start braking and all that, but a lot less calculation in regards to altitude. Driving Train Sim. So on Saturday we'll go back to flight sim again, but for now, nice and relaxed stream. Kempston Hardwick now to our left. Start slowing down now, dual yellow aspect. So dual yellow aspects down to a single yellow. And that starts to lead us on some points going to the station. So currently on the platform 4 track, we need to cut across to platform 2. It's not a long process, nice and easy one. There we go, we've got a yellow single flashing aspect. So we'll continue to slow down again, just in case our next aspect will be red, as it would normally tell us there's a points change. Potentially there's an incoming service as well we've got to wait for, but we'll see how that goes. A very relaxed persona. I mean, what's the point of hyping up everything? What's the point of putting oil? Well, put your energy into stuff, but what's the point of exhausting yourself? I guess is the kind of real way to put it. Don't exhaust yourself. Enjoy what you do. Don't force it. So we're about to cross over the other train tracks. There we go, down below. That looks like there used to be a station. Looks like there's an old station house. Missed the AWS again. But there's an old station there at some point. Kempston. Kempston or else though. But now travelling up to Bedford. Yeah, playing Train Sim certainly I guess easier than flight sim. Still, a lot to think about. For example, there I missed the AWS alarm, so I had to sit down for that. Spin it down to 50 now, so we'll keep training at a low speed now. And very shortly, we'll change to the right-hand tracks. I've not used bus sim myself. I'm more of an OMSI person. There we go, Bedford in just the 1 mile. It's been a lot of fun this run. It's been a lot of fun. We've had a wild journey together. Chat's been rather interesting today, to say the least. But yeah, it's well worth doing. Driving the 700s. Again, one of the things that I've really enjoyed as well today. And a massive thank you again to Matthew Streeton for all the sound effects. So go for the Train to Bedford one again.
Welcome aboard this service to Bedford. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage.
So thanks to Streeton, we did get a few announcements during the service today. And it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun, well appreciated. And fun talking to you guys as well. Alright, so there comes the platforms. There is one train, looks like we're waiting to depart now. Or potentially even terminated here, we'll see. So, nice slow crawl to the end. We'll open the doors, and that'll bring our service to an end. We're a couple of minutes early at least as well. So we've made some good time today. And halt. Welcome to Bedford, where this train terminates. So I'm here for a couple of seconds, and then very shortly, I expect the mission succeeded, or maybe mission failed if you didn't stop at whatever station or whatever, but we'll get that message pop at the end, and that'll tell us how our scenario went. Overall, not one to complain about really. Been lots of fun from start to finish. The train service as well. Well, it may not be the most realistic Class 700 ever. Okay. So it completes. You've completed the scenario successfully. And so, yeah, that really brings this one to an end now. So, yeah, thank you all very much for watching. You're all fantastic. On Saturday, we'll be back again with more train simulator. Sorry, more flight simulator. But that was running Thameslink. That was running the Class 700 EMU from Brighton to Bedford. It's a good run overall. A really good run. So if we go to our main profile now, we should be able to see our progress in the 700 throughout the entire journey there. Let's have a look. Whoops. Locos. Ah, is it because it's not an official train? Yeah, if it's not an official train, then it won't give us the progress, won't it? Fair enough. Not for today. So, thank you very much for watching. You take care of yourselves. Have a good one. And I'll see you in the very near future. Take care and goodbye. And good nights. And good nights.